and I pastor a church in the Bushwick section of Brooklyn, but I am specifically raising funds for an after-school program that I run in our church basement. I currently have 42 children. Most are Mexican descent, and I've become kind of like a very important after-school program because most of the after-school programs have been closed in the public school systems, and my parents are basically Spanish-speaking, so they cannot help their children with homework, and so I have become a very, very major, answer to help these people. Because normally the public school system will give but they're not doing that this year because funding has been cut, and so I've been released from an organization that did fund me this year. They decided to do something else, and so basically I'm raising funds on my own. I actually have a budget that is bare bones at $90,000. And I have 4 teachers that do the work, and I oversee and do a lot of the work under behind the scenes and stuff. So the kids are, willing to learn. I find that my kids are very, they're very anxious to come and to be a part of that and get their homework done, to learn. We have an opportunity to teach Bible every day, and we do gym. We do homework help twice. We have 2 sessions. We also have a classroom tutoring time. So we try to balance everything out with some arts and crafts and, keep them occupied. But one of our main things is to make sure that they get their homework done because we've got a lot of parents that can't help their children with homework. And so they really come in there looking, plus the 42 children that I have a 26 child waiting list right now.
Wow.
And more coming in every day because they have a desperate need. Yeah.
So how did you find out about the .org?
I was told by one of my former directors, Heidi Good, that had mentioned to us to get involved because of the opportunity of the matching funds. And so I was very interested in that because it's hard to raise funds right now.
For sure. And how much have you raised so far?
I have almost $18,000 that I've raised. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you know how are you going to use that money?
Well, it's to pay salaries for 4 teachers and myself because we're the ones that are at the buck stops with us. We have to pay the unemployment insurance, the workman's comp. We have to match the Social Security, and so that it doesn't become a burden on our church, because our church is in a very needy, transient area, but we're small. We're like 50 people in our church, and so I don't want that kind of a burden to be on our church to be responsible for that.
Sure. Now, who have you fundraised to? Who are your supporters for this?
Mostly it's been local people and people from Hope for New York, family members. I've had local people in the area. I've walked around and talked to the different shop owners. Some people give as little as $20. I've had the most that so far that I've been given from an individual was $1,000. And so every little bit helps.
Yeah, of
every
course.
little bit helps. So I'm hoping to be able to match the funds that I've raised. I'm in a very needy area. We're trying to provide our church and the after school program try to provide every kind of opportunity that we can open up to the community. Basically, that's what our church is. We're just kind of like a help we want to reach out with a hook. And the hook is Jesus. And just to really be a service to our community. To let people know that we really care. And so that's why my after school program has been there now going on the 11th year. And I have parents that have brought their kids now in for 4 and 5 years, that keep coming back. And I'm 1st through 6th grade in the program. But we find that it's in a very needy area. We don't have a lot of people that have a lot of money because my population is predominantly Mexican. But really, really good children, good people that I can see that honestly love their kids, want the best for their children, and so I want to be able to have a place to be able to do that, to provide the best that we can give those children, so that they can be a success in school.